Quick movie review. Hello and welcome back to Quick Movie Review. This is episode, I believe, 9. If not 9, number will be shown here. I just got back from watching Predator Badlands, and this is my quick movie review of it, obviously. So, real quick, if you're just very curious of, hey, should I watch this while it's still in theaters, as of, it's been like a week out? Yeah, go ahead and watch it. I really enjoyed this movie. It was fun. A little different than the other Predator movies, but again, it's still a Predator movie in the most sense of just Yalcha going on a hunt. But, perspectives have changed and everything. I think it's very surprising that this movie is PG-13. I went into it kind of being like, they can get away with it with, everything being creatures and the Wayland synthetics. So it was really kind of interesting to see how they kind of got away with it. And I mean, they were able to get away with it. Realistically, if it was humans, it would definitely be rated R. So it still has the sense of Predator movies, of the gore and everything, but just different because it's dealing with not humans, but just with aliens and Yalchas. So the movie overall was really good. The music was, I think, my favorite part, honestly. It had that kind of Chinese Mongol throat singing for like its main theme. It was done very, very well. I really liked it. The acting was done very well. It just was, it was simple. It's an action movie, what do you expect? Directing was done very good. Dan Threttenborough, I think it just totally botched his name, does really good. He's done very good since Prey and everything, so he's done very well. I think he's keeping up with being the one in charge of the Predator movies now. So I hope next movie's a banger. Hypothetically, maybe next movie will be, an Alien versus Predator movie, or maybe even another Badland movie, because they kind of left it on a cliffhanger at the end. And I think it would be interesting to see how they somehow get through with that. If not, they just leave it on cliffhanger. I think that's fine. It kind of adds up to the suspicion, kind of like at the end of Prey, once they all came, and it's like, oh, we got to prepare for the Yacha invasion and whatnot. So it kind of is its own thing, where if it leaves on a cliffhanger, it's okay because it did it with Prey, and Prey is a really good fucking movie. So being able to kind of understand that if it leaves on a cliffhanger, it should be fine. The CGI in this movie was done pretty well. There might have been maybe one or two shots that I kind of looked at it and was like, that looks a little weird. But overall, I mean, they're kind of dealing with the CGI environment in itself. So I don't know who did the CGI on this movie, so I can't just say, hey, specific companies did this and whatnot. I can't do that. But it was just really well done, and I definitely think if you're willing to watch it, go ahead, watch it. Definitely while it's still in theaters. It sucks that I think today's the last day for some theaters that it's going to be in IMAX because Running Man decided to come out the next day, and then the week after that, fucking Wicked. So I would still see, even not in IMAX, it was definitely a better experience for me in IMAX, especially in the very back where all the sound is coming from and everything. You get more of the chills in your body when you do that. So part of my experience also is kind of affected by the fact that I did see it in IMAX. But it's still a really good movie. I definitely think if you're an adult and you're like, hey, I want to show my kid a Predator movie, I would start with this, honestly. It might be a little bit confusing at some points, but realistically, it's a PG-13 film. It is safe to have your kids, go into it. It doesn't really cuss. Cusses like maybe once or twice because it's a PG-13 film. But like everything, you can just say, hey, that's an alien. Or, hey, it's a robot. It's okay. Like for like deaths and whatnot. So I definitely think if you're trying to get someone into the Predator franchise that is, younger, and can't watch rated R movies, and you decide to be a respectful and responsible adult, I definitely think Badlands is the perfect movie for getting people into the franchise. A little bit is confusing, but if you kind of tell them, hey, just see how this is, see if you like it, and then go further down the road of being like, hey, by the way, in the other movies, they're kind of technically the bad guys, but in this one, it's different. You can do that. And I definitely think it's done very well. Again, like I said, everything just works. And yeah, if they come out with another one, I'm going to be excited to see it in theaters. And that's really all that I have. Super quick, very, very quick. This is the fastest one that I've done. Mainly because I am in a car in my garage with my wireless microphone because I wanted to try and get some of my thoughts out. as soon as I could instead of waiting a day like I usually do. But again, movie was good. I really liked it. It's a Predator movie. If you like the Predator movies, you're gonna like this. You just have to take it out of your mind that it's a PG-13 film, and we follow the Yautja, we follow Deck throughout his story. But again, it was very much needed for the franchise, because every other movie before this was, hey, the Yautja are bad. We have a human, or humans, as the main characters trying to survive their environment while dealing with the Yautja. It is very important that they kind of decided to change that around, and this was definitely the best way to do it. They kept it simple of it being a revenge story in some ways, so there's kind of like already that intensity of an action movie in there, and it's just done very well. And yes, that is it. And if you decide to not watch it, see it when it's in, on the web of streaming services. But I definitely think you should definitely check it out. Again, action's not everyone's favorite thing, but if you're kind of like, I don't want to watch too much gory stuff, this is definitely it. It adds a lot of funny moments in it too, because, it's an action movie in some ways. So you get some of that, like, Avengers humor every so often. It is not like every third line. So if you're kind of used to action movies, and like PG-13 one specifically, this one will obviously take the cake for me. And yeah, definitely go watch it. And that should be all. I'll see you either in a full video in November or in December, where I decide to figure out what I'm going to do with my channel. Maybe a gaming video, who knows? But I will see you next time. Bye.